There we go.
Okay, well, welcome everyone to our video podcast. Appreciate you being here. Uh, the link I sent out for people to be here that are attending our morning session, I almost forgot to send it out. I got out real late. A few people already signed off, so may not have quite as big a crowd as we normally do. My name's Joe Hooper, and Tim is here. Randy's here. Tim will not be here today, and so we'll be a little shorter session. This morning I did my Micromoment trading session, which is every day one for the first hour of the market, Monday through Friday or whenever the market's open. And we actually do Micromoment trades. Micromoment trade lasts 15 to 16 seconds. Randy does those also. He'll be explaining what he did today. We had a good day. For the week, we're up 106.5512%. And Monday was a holiday, so actually would be a little higher if Monday had not been a market holiday. Today we were up 28.4345%, and we only had 5 trades yesterday. We had 12 trades, so we were up a tremendous day yesterday. Had 60 something percent. Let's see what it was. 67% return yesterday. Anyhow, those trades are highly leveraged option trades. And again, we're only in it. We try to be in it 15, 16 seconds. A lot of times they run a minute. If you run much more than a minute, then you probably should have gotten out of the deal before that time rolls around. We do those sessions every morning. You can find out about them. Go to our website, www.micromomenttrading.com, and you can find out about our micromoment trading along with Randy's various services that he does. So, Randy, it'll be a little shorter today since it's just the two of us. Long
That's
talk,
right.
he just moans on and on and on. Tim is not here. He forgot he had a seminar today. So why don't you take it over and tell us what you did today?
Well, good morning, everyone. Um, Up here from beautiful but a little bit cooler North Carolina. And see, Joe, that's one of the great things about taking control of your own finances, taking control of your own ability to generate income is with the micro moment trading techniques, you can trade from anywhere. You're not stuck at one particular location. If you have the internet and you have your device, whether it's a laptop, a tablet, a smartphone, a desktop, anything that you can trade on, you can do it from anywhere. So me being retired now for, gee, what, 14, almost 15 years now. It is 15 years this
15 years, yeah.
actually, Monday will be 15 years. Um, it allows me to travel around. I'm up here visiting my daughter and her family, and we'll be watching my granddaughters compete in dance competitions this week. And I can still manage my accounts, do my trading, spend as much time as I desire to do it. And when I don't want to spend the time, then I don't have to. Because with the micro moment trading, which is simply buying an option based on our intraday streaming chart, and that's the critical part. It's the intraday streaming chart, the proprietary chart for micro moment trading. That's what allows us to be able to generate our income. If you don't have the intraday streaming chart, then you're just shooting in the dark. You're guessing. But with the intraday streaming chart, we're just watching the momentum, whether the momentum is up or momentum is down, and we're entering a call if the momentum's up. We're entering a put if the momentum's down, and then selling it in less than a minute. So we're in and out of positions, watching that momentum, and back to cash. And by the end of the day, whenever you decide to stop trading, you're back to cash. So it doesn't matter what happens the rest of the day. It doesn't matter what happens at night. It doesn't matter if somebody shoots a bomb or doesn't shoot a bomb. You're starting all over the next day. And you start from wherever it is. And every single day, there are profit opportunities available. And you can do it in a half an hour, 40 minutes. It's not an all-day activity. You can do it any time during the day, but you don't have to sit there all day and just watch the screen. So this morning, among all my other things that I do, I did 3 micro moment trades on SPY. I'm using SPY right now because the premiums are huge on SPX. Normally, I trade with XPX on my micro moment trades, but the premiums are like $40 and $50 now, uh, and that's just so much, so much to put in there. So I've switched over to SPY. They move up and down the same. It's just that SPY is about 10% the cost of SPX. So I did 3 trades already this morning on SPY and a total of 12.5% return. So I used the same money 3 times. So
Okay. Hey,
yeah,
listen,
yeah,
Rick, you know
yeah.
how you always bragging about your returns?
No, no, I'm not bright. I'm
Yeah, well,
just.
no, no, you
It's
do. Yeah,
just the facts,
I
Jack.
know. But
It's
listen,
just the facts.
Marion, who's one of our traders on Micromoment Trading, right? Marion just does SPY.
There you
Okay,
go.
she had 4 SPYs today. One of them was 27.3752%. Now, when have you ever done one like that? Probably
I
never.
I don't usually stay in it that long, but she caught it at the strong momentum. When that momentum is really strong, even in a very short period of time, you can make even larger percentage returns.
Well, and
And
I'm sorry, I said that wrong. It's actually 20.625. The other seven was some other trades. So yeah,
that's outstanding. But that is possible. Those are things that are possible. And we're not trying to get $1 million in one trade. We're just in and out, taking 4% here, 5% there, 7% there, and it all adds up. Using the same money over and over again. You don't have to have $1 million to do micro moment trading. You don't have to have $100,000. You don't have to have $50,000. On SPY, the contracts were about $3.50 a share, which would be $350 for one contract because options are traded has a contract. It's 100 shares of the underlying asset. And so when it's $3.50 a share, that's times 100, it's $350. That's it. $350 you buy, you sell for 375, you make $25. You divide that by the $350 and that's where your percent return is. So you invest a small amount, you make a small amount. You invest a little bit more, you make more. It's all on a percentage basis. So if I did 10 contracts, it'd be 10 times as much. 100 contracts, 100 times as much. So you have control over what you want to do and how often you want to do it. And if you want to take a day off and you say, oh, I'm traveling today, or I have some event I need to go to today, or I'm just tired today, you don't have to trade
yeah. I
because
think
you're already in cash.
what's fantastic is like today, market ended up out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of point minus yesterday because what's going on over there with Russia. And then this morning or all day until I got off of it a while ago, it was down 400 or 500%. And yet you made those kind of returns, and our people made their kind of returns. Uh, and it does make a difference which way the market's going. Now you've got a little more flexibility in that you still do some of the original covered call transactions, which are great because when you go into them, if you went into them today with the market down, you say, well, the market's down so much, it's going to be up tomorrow. That's okay. You're going to get out for a profit. If it goes lower, you're going to still get out for a profit. So it makes no difference which way the transaction goes. In our micro moment, you're only in things for a few seconds, so it doesn't make any difference which way they go either. So,
Yeah,
fantastic.
Joe, this morning was a good cover call entry position. The S&P 500, the S&P 500 was down 60 more point, almost down 100 points this morning, and now it's only down 40.
Yeah.
So if we had entered a covered call at the beginning of the day, it would already be hugely profitable. And so like one of the covered calls I entered this week on Tuesday, I entered LNG, which is a liquefied natural gas company, and my positive called return is $110. That means if it stays above $110 tomorrow, I get called out, and it'll be a 33% profit
There you go.
for Tuesday to tomorrow. So three days.
Yeah.
Today it's up $9.58 a share. It's up to 128.50. Now that position was because of the chart. It was in a rising cycle on the chart, And so I entered the covered call. The rising cycle increases the probability that we'll get called out. And the way that we enter covered calls, and for those that don't know what a covered call is, a covered call is you buy a stock or an ETF, or you can buy an option, and then you sell a call against it. And the way we construct it is the call is an in the money call, meaning that we're going to get called out, that we have to sell our asset at a price lower than what we paid for it. But we get so much premium that it covers that decline and produces the profit. And so that increases the probability that we'll be able to get called out, and we want to be called out. We are constructing these positions to be called out. That's totally different than pretty much everyone else in the market. So as Joe said, the stock can go up, you get called out. It can stay sideways, you get called out. It can even go down and we get called out. So when I entered this LNG covered call on Monday, LNG was trading at about 116. But I sold the 110 call. But I will make 33% if it gets called out at 110. I'll get all of my money back and have a 33% profit. And it's at 128 now. So the probabilities are extremely high that it's going to be at least 110 tomorrow, because that would be a decline of $18 a share on liquefied natural gas. And the energy stocks are just going through the roof right now because of all the turmoil between Russia and Ukraine and how that's going to impact the global market. So oil is going up, and basically all the stocks that are in that energy sector, the oil and natural gas sector, they're all up today. So even when the market's going down, there's always something that's going on. Everything doesn't go down altogether. There's things that go up when the market's going down. There's things that go down when the market's going up. So things like gold and silver and energy, it's all going up today. It's going through the roof today. And I have positions in all of those. So all of those are being real profitable today. And the rest are being managed. So you can be as short term as you want, in and out in a minute. You can be longer term where you're in positions for a year. You get to select how you want to manage your portfolio, how you want to generate your income. Nobody cares more about your portfolio than you do. So we teach how you do it so you can learn how to do it and get these same results. You can get the same kinds of profits as Marion has Tim makes, as I make, as everybody else that's learning the techniques and using the process. And that's another critical part, Joe. It's rule based. We have a set of rules. You use the charts as the tool to determine what's the right thing to do at the right time, and then you follow the rules. And as long as you follow the rules, that increases your probability dramatically of your success. So market down today. Now it's probably going green. The NASDAQ is already green today. So it was way down this morning, and now it's going up. And it's probably it could potentially end up on a high today after devastating decline this morning. I think the Dow was down 800 points this morning.
Yeah,
something like that. Now it's only down 500 only, but it's coming back. It's getting closer and closer to green. The S&P is only down 30. It was down over 110, I think, at one time today. So that's a huge swing back up. That doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. It could reverse and go back down. I know President Biden is supposed to be speaking sometime later on today, and the market will react to whatever he says. Whichever, I don't know which way it's going to go. I don't know how the reaction, but I know the market will react to whatever that he says in his speech. And so that'll be another kind of wild ride this afternoon. Could shoot up. It could drop again. Who knows?
Yep, pretty crazy stuff. I tell you what. And the thing is, you didn't just start doing this. You've been doing this 15, 16 years. And when we first started off doing that, things have improved so much in the trading platforms and in the procedures that the CBOE has come down with out of Chicago that rules all this stuff. Has only enhanced our technique. Used to be when Randy and I were started doing these things, we were shooting for and trying to obtain 3% a month, 36% a year, which is huge. But that's what we were shooting for, and that was when we had, the third Friday of the month was expiration Friday, and that was it. Now they have a number of expirations during the course of a week, so we can make 3% to 5% or more multiple times a week, and that's what Randy's doing. And you can go to our website, www.micromomenttrading.com, find out all about what Randy does. He's got some, we can get participate in some of the programs for free on a certain basis, on a certain time limit. And same way with our Micromoment trading. Try it out. And you can trade virtually. That's the neat thing about these trades. You can trade virtually on any trading platform, or at least 99% of them, where you can do the exact trades, because virtual trading is exactly as real trading, and you run no risk of losing money. And then when you get good and accomplished with the technique, then you start using your real money. So
Just while you were talking, I just made another profit
yeah,
on the micro moment trading. I got
yeah,
I got to calculate here. That was a pretty good
yeah.
percentage. That was another 4.4% return on that same money that I used earlier this morning. So that's all that it takes is watching the chart, entering on the change of direction. So that one was going up, and I saw the chart starting to roll down, and I entered the put. And as it went down, I made a profit. Excuse me for a second. Sorry, I'm just getting over COVID,
Oh,
so I still have a little bit of a cough. I tested negative. I don't have
good,
it anymore,
good.
but they say the cough can linger for a while. So about 8 or 9 times a day I cough now. It's not very often, but the more I talk without drinking some water, the more
But you
my
but
throat gets
but
dry.
you have natural immunity.
I have extremely strong immunity now, so
Okay.
it was like a like getting the flu. I mean,
Yeah,
I have been much sicker in the past
yeah,
than I was with COVID this time, but it certainly was took a lot of energy.
yeah.
It took away a lot of energy, and that was the worst part of it was
You see,
just lack of energy.
I've not gotten it, and simply because I take no chances. I never leave this room. I have a bathroom over there, and they bring food to the door and knock and stand back 10 spaces.
But then don't you have that big bubble anyway that you put around
Oh,
you if you go
yeah.
outside
If I have to go
and
outside, I got that
yeah,
bubble.
yeah, you just
Yeah,
get
I
in that
live in
big
there.
huge bubble.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's out there. I mean, pretty much they say everybody's eventually going to get it because it's not disappearing. But
Yeah.
anyway, so I apologize if I have to cough a little bit. I try not to, um, but every once in a while I do, and I hope and pray that anybody that gets COVID is able to fight it and recover and not have.
Can you tell what Sarah is talking about there?
I don't know. She says vum.ngo.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what all those. I'm not up on all the nomenclature for Texas and stuff as
Yeah.
to what all the letters mean. So
If
it
you have
might have
any,
been that that her hand rested on the keyboard and it just typed a bunch of letters.
if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and type them in there before we end this thing. We can go over them for you.
Yep, there's a rebound back. The market's going back up again.
You mean it's
But
turning
that's
green, or is it just less red?
it's the it's still down. The but that's what this kind of volatility is just fantastic for micro moment trading because you can just watch
Yeah.
and every 5 or 10 minutes it's changing in direction, which provides a great opportunity for for the profit, either buy the call or buy the put, and then sell it in less than a minute.
I think it's so ironic that for the last couple of days now, because the Russian thing, the market's just been wiping. Those are real losses. Those are people really losing money, and we don't even think about that. We came on this morning just like we always do. The market's down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 points, and we're up, for the day, 28% or so, 106% for the week. So, like Randy said, it does make a difference if the market's up or down. And you never spend a lot of time doing this. We spend a max of an hour a day, and you make your money and you move on. So,
Well, and that's one thing, Joe. That micro moment trading, which we haven't been doing for that long, probably 6 or 7 years actually. I mean, but
yeah,
that's not long in the life of the
yeah,
market. But that is just a fantastic technique and process, because you're out into cash when you're done.
mhm,
There's no carryover, and it doesn't matter. You can sleep perfectly at night because everything is safe. You only have cash left, and it doesn't matter what happens to the market. It doesn't matter what's going to happen this afternoon. I can say I'm done. I've got 7, 9, 16, 17% return.
yeah,
I can be done. I don't have to even risk any more money in the market. I'm done. I can wait till tomorrow. So every day is an opportunity to generate more income.
so yeah, you're in this crazy market. You're talking 17%, and I know a lot of days you do a lot more than that. Some days a little bit less. But the key to it is even when the market is down astronomically like it was today, there's tremendous volume, and you're trading volume. You're not trying to figure out if the stock's going to go up or down. We're trading volume on the micro moment, and that's what we do. That's why it doesn't make any difference. We're just as successful with going down, like you're setting up 17% for the day. By their own admission, the best mutual funds out there make 5 to 6%, maybe 7% a year. A year. I don't know what they do when they go to work. Sit around there. I don't know what they do. Only make that much a year when you make 17% in a day, in an hour.
Well, and Joe,
You know?
I heard on CNBC, I think it was yesterday, and they said that basically every hedge fund is down this year, down,
Yeah,
negative. That
yeah,
because they don't have the processes like the micro moment trading where you're
yeah,
just in and out, and the institutions and the pension funds and all those, that because the market is down, that they're down. And with micro moment trading, you can be up.
yeah,
You can be up every single day, no matter which direction that the market goes. And I mean, to me, that is, it's unbelievably the best single process that you can do right now with the way that this market is doing the micro moment trading. And Tim teaches it every single morning.
yeah.
Joe's on there, and I think Cezanne is on, and
Cezanne, yeah, my daughter's on there, and Marion. Marion's joined us
and
on there.
Mary,
She's on there every morning.
teaching how to read the chart, how
Yeah,
to identify the time to either buy the call or buy the put. And then you see them actually do their own trading with their own money. They're actually doing it right there live in the market while they're teaching how to read that chart
yeah.
and generating that income.
And
It's
what's
real
interesting today?
live during the market.
Yeah. See, what's interesting today is Tim only had one trade. Marion had four. Cezanne didn't have a single trade, but yesterday there were 12 trades. Cezanne had one trade for 16, one trade for 11. So she was what, 27% up. Tim had only one trade, and Marion had several trades. So it goes back and forth. But we either have trades or we have nothing. Like one day this week we had nothing. And we didn't have anything Monday because Monday was a holiday. I think Tuesday was also a day we didn't have a single trade because based on our charts, our proprietary chart, which you trade off of, it just didn't tell us to trade. And
Yeah,
so it's
sometimes
not
it.
we're just
Yep.
blowing in the wind and trying to arbitrarily decide should we trade. We have a chart that tells us whether to trade or not. So
But see, that's the good thing, Joe, is sometimes you just don't trade. So you don't lose any money. If the market is just going crazy, especially dropping, you see, you didn't have any money in the market going down. Nothing was losing any money. You're just waiting for
Right.
the right opportunity to get in and make a profit. And you can decide, I'm not going to trade today. It's no big deal. Well, you just didn't generate any income that day, but you didn't lose any money. You don't have anything at risk out there in the market with the micro moment trading
Yeah.
technique.
Here's an interesting statistic. Um, Again, and they publicly admit if mutual fund makes 5% a year, they're really doing good. And like you said a while ago, most of those funds lost money or losing money this year. We made 106% for the week. At 5% per year, that's 21.2 years worth of mutual funds at 5% per year. And that's just in a couple of days, one of which was a holiday. There was no trading on Monday. So pretty incredible stuff.
And Joe, a lot of people, they just trade for a half hour, 40 minutes, and then go and potentially even have a different job that they just go to and
Yeah.
work the job all day then. And quite often they can generate more income in that half hour, 45 minutes than they do on the rest of the day
Yeah.
at their job.
During our trading sessions in the morning, our trade session in the morning, we have our platform there that we're doing stuff on. People are reporting their trades. And so we know what our clients are doing because they're all listed there. And, so they'll be up 3 or 4 trades and have made, tremendous amount. The guys say, I'm going to the beach now. And we're only on for an hour, 8:30 to 9:30. So by 9 o'clock, half of them are gone because they've already made the money they need to make and they've gone to the beach, gone to another job or doing something like that. It was pretty interesting, like you said.
I know. I think I have a client out there in California that likes to go surfing, so
Yeah.
they can get their trading done quickly and then head out and hit those waves, or they can go hit the waves and then come back
That's that.
and do the trading,
Well,
depending on what time it is.
you've traded with your laptop off from a beach, I believe.
Oh yeah, Saint Thomas. My son
Yeah.
got married. Well, their wedding was in St. Thomas, so I guess
Yeah.
you say they got married there. But their license was here in the U.S.
Yeah.
But yeah, their wedding was in St. Thomas, and so for a week, I was out there sitting on the beach on the lounge chair, with my laptop in my lap, and listened to the waves lap up on the shore, and trading because I got the from the resort that was behind me. And so again, as long as you can get Wi-Fi, and now with the hotspots, the cell phones are pretty much a hotspot now, where you can basically get the internet anywhere where there's even a cellular phone connection, which is in most places. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I've traded up in the snow in Vail because my daughter got married in Vail at like 6 months later, and so she got married in winter and he got married in the summer. And so I traded up there in the snow in Vail during January, and still could do all the other festivities and activities that go along with the week of the wedding, and being the father of the bride and then the father of the groom. It's fun,
Yeah.
but I was still able to manage my portfolio and generate income, and to work around everything else that was going on.
Okay.
And if you live out there in like Hawaii, Joe, you can be all done by like breakfast time.
Oh yeah. The market in Hawaii opens at 3:30 in the morning and a.m. in the morning, and it closes out at 9:30 or something like that. So when we're out at the house in Hawaii, I mean it's just terrible. It's just terrible to have to be there, particularly when doing seminars, because I got to be there at 3:30 for sure.
Well, Joe,
Now,
we had that cruise in Hawaii where we cruised for
yeah,
7 days around the Hawaiian Islands, and so we'd go down at the wee hours in the morning,
yeah,
grab coffee and a little snack down there in the dining hall, and have our laptops up, and everybody would gather around, have their laptops, and we'd
yeah,
just be doing trading. And by the time it was actually regular breakfast time for everybody else, we were all done and
yeah.
grabbed breakfast, and then went off on the excursions for the
Yeah,
rest of the
because
day. So
it was probably another hour or so before the ship actually hit one of the islands, and you had to get, and you didn't have to, but you could get off, go
yeah, yeah, yeah,
get to it.
yeah. It was nice up there because you were so close to the land almost every time.
Yeah.
that you could get the Wi-Fi right off the land and just basically trade like you were
Yeah.
in your in your home office.
And we hadn't been able to do this because of all the COVID stuff. But as we come out of this stuff, we'll get back. We typically during the course of the year do a couple of cruises, 1 or 2 cruises. We'll go, and we have meetings here in Dallas on a once a month basis. And Randy and I go around the country, ever from Chicago to LA to New York to Boston, and certainly here in Dallas, and teach our 2 day 2 day covered call course. And we do that, but we haven't done anything since we couldn't go anywhere, and you couldn't have meetings like that. But it's we're coming out of that. So anyhow,
Looking forward to the next one. We had the cruise in the Mediterranean as well. That was nice, where the trading was actually in the afternoon and evening, so you could do everything all day, and
yeah,
then come back and trade. So everybody out there in Europe, and so we have people all over the world that do trading, and but they trade on the U.S. market, so it's the U.S. market time they have to go by. So even in Australia, we have folks down in Australia, and it's like midnight and 2 in the morning for them, so they have to really change their sleeping schedule in order to trade during the market hours.
yeah,
But they
and,
still generate income.
yeah. And Kim says, "Hello, gentlemen. Whatever happened to Deshaun? Deshaun is no longer with us. We are still good friends, and he had a baby, had a new baby, and that early morning seminar that we do, he was just on the early morning seminar. Just didn't fit in with the schedule. He still trades and does everything. We see him all the time. I say all the time, probably at least once or twice a week. We'll run into him having lunch or something. So he's fine. So okay, well I guess we can call it a day. It's been what, 30, 32 minutes or so, and they
Yeah.
started running us out about 45. So
Well, everybody sees me keep turning my head because I keep looking over at my charts and
that's
stuff
right. Yeah,
to to say, is there yeah, and there's been a couple opportunities that I just didn't do, and that's the thing is you don't have to do everything. There's there's always an opportunity, and it's not
absolutely.
like I missed one and therefore I didn't make a profit. It's
Yeah,
I'll do one later on. Although I'm getting close to saying I'm about done with Micromoment trading today because I've already made a great profit, and I'll do something else.
I think the key though, did you make 28%? No.
Yeah, well, maybe I have to do another one or two so I can equal Marion. But the thing is we're not in competition with each other.
That's
We
right.
want everybody to generate their income, and if you make more return than I do, that's fantastic. If I
Yeah,
make more return than you do, that's fantastic. We don't get upset. It's everybody. We want everyone to be successful and generate your own income and take control of your own finances.
yeah.
You can do it. I started with not even knowing what an option was, and I can generate the income, and you can do it too. You can learn the process, practice the technique with virtual trading, and then implement as you have success. You'll see that you can do it, and you can do it. Everybody has the ability to be able to do it.
One of the interesting things, got a little history here of, you know, the company. Randy's been with us 15, 16 years now. He came to a seminar that I did in Atlanta, and things developed pretty soon. He retired from his company, and he was able to retire from his company earlier than he needed to because he had this ability to take existing stock he had with that company and make money on it by selling covered calls. Other people didn't; they weren't able to retire like him. But everybody that's with us, we've never just hired anybody and they come on the seminars and start acting like they know what they're doing. Everybody we have has been with us a long time. Even Marion's been with us 8 or 9 years, and we don't have, you know, we don't go out and hire people and say, "Hey, you got to give you a script and here's what you do." Everybody's come up through the ranks and have been doing this for a long time on their own. Everybody uses their own account, their own money. And I guess Tim would be the least time, but he's still what, 3 years, 4 years, something like that.
Yeah. I think about 4 years. I think he said,
Yep.
but he's fantastic. I mean, he really just concentrated on the micro moment trading and really got good at it. Now, Kim has a question. Why do you stop trading when you make a profit? Because that's my goal, is make a profit. It's just like, why do you stop working every day when it's time to go home? Because you
Yeah.
finished your job.
Well,
And
I think. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
well, and I mean, there's been lots of studies done by psychologists and stuff, and it talks about your brain power. They say that the best time to make decisions is first thing in the morning because you have the maximum amount of energy in your brain, and every decision that you make takes away a little bit of your brain energy that then gets recuperated over the night. So if you just keep going and going and going and going, you're going to make a mistake, and you're probably going to get back profits that you've already made. So have a goal, you set the goal, you meet that goal, and then you're done. And that's one of the great benefits of the micro moment trading is it's not all day long. It's a half hour, it's 40 minutes, you're done. And go do something else and enjoy the rest of your life. And so I have a target that I try to hit every single day. When I hit that target, then I don't have to trade anymore. I'm done with that. And then I not risking anything else in the market. I really want to be in the market the least amount of time because then there's the least amount of risk that's involved.
Yeah, and everything Randy just says is absolutely 100% correct. The thing is, we're not day traders. We're not going to sit there and screw around day trading because we're not day traders. We're not trying to figure out what's going to happen. We know exactly what's going to happen when we enter a trade, and uh, just like Tim says, statistically it's proven that the more you sit there, you're going to end up making mistakes. And so we say an hour, and then we're through. And we've been doing that for a long time. But when you're making, like I say, we had one holiday, no trades, but we're up 106% for the week. So by tomorrow, we'll probably do another 25% or so, so 125, 130% for the week. Think of that. Most people don't make that in 10 years. That's over 10% a year. So we're not going to screw around with there's other things to do.
Like and Kim said, is there a better time to participate? Yes, there is actually. And the first 45 minutes or an hour of the market is really high volatility because all the trades from overnight are coming in. Everybody is trying to digest the news of what's happening, and there's a lot of fluctuations, volatility it's called, and that's a great time to do it. Um, the middle of the day is not as volatile. Usually, there are a lot of people are off having lunch and things, and then the last hour is usually extremely volatile as well. So you learn by going through the training and seeing how the charts are reacting to the market, and you find kind of that sweet spot. I I really like kind of like the 10:30 to 11 time frame that I do quite a few of my micro moment trades. It kind of let the market settle a little and then kind of follow along. But it can be done anytime while the market is open. It has to be while the U.S. market is open because you can't trade options when the market is closed. But but typically the first hour of the day is the best time, and you get
Yeah.
done and go do anything else that you want to do.
Here's a good question. It says, "My name is David. How does your platform integrate with my E-Trade account?" Well, let me tell you. When I started this all this stuff 20 years ago, I did it with E-Trade. Still got E-Trade. Still use E-Trade. E-Trade works perfect. We have on our morning seminar, we have clients using practically every trading platform on the face of the earth, and they all work perfectly fine with the technique. It's not let's say, it's not trade table specific or something. I don't
No,
know. I mean, you don't need a special platform that works on all of them.
no, and so
Buying and selling, that's all we're doing. And,
yeah,
and any
the,
trading platform, that's what you do. You buy and sell.
yeah, the chart. You read the chart that tells you the timing to do a trade. You do your trading on your broker platform. Any broker platform is fine, as long as you can buy a call and sell a call, buy a put, sell a put. So they're not integrated together. There's the chart is up on your screen, and then you trade on your platform. So the chart is what helps you identify the timing of when to do.
Yeah. Um, Another Kim says thanks for your response. And then here I really want to do micro moment trading. If you want to do micro moment trading, go to our website www.micromomenttrading.com. You can get I think 1 or 2 weeks free of those morning sessions, just like you were paying. And then if you elect and trade virtually, so you don't risk any money if you're brand new. And then if you like it after that, sign up for it. So what's three or $400 a month, whatever it is, but that's every day. And just go to our platform, micromomenttrading.com, and sign up for the free time. And you can also do that on certain of Randy's seminars and sessions. And the last question I've got on my grandson thinks you're day traders. How are you different? Your grandson's wrong. Trade him in, get a different grandson. You can't have a perfect grandson. He's not too smart. I'd get rid of that grandson. Okay.
Well, it depends on what you think a definition of day trader is. We trade during the day and we're in for a short time, but we don't day trade all day. So the old connotation of the day trader was the person that's in a room with other people and they're speculating on, oh, I think this one's going to do this one's going to do that. And typically 90% of the traders lost all their money within a year. And that's because they were number one, they were greedy. Number two, they were guessing. They didn't have fantastic tools to help with deciding. And that's what sets this whole process apart is you have the intraday streaming chart. You learn how to read that. You find the beginning of that momentum. You buy that call or put, and then you sell it quickly, and you're done.
Yeah, day traders are a special breed. They sit there all day. They think they know something. They think that they're going to guess when the stock's going to go up because of all this in-depth knowledge they have or when it's going to go down. And according to the CBOE, and Randy just quoted this CBOE out of Chicago, which controls all this stuff, 86% of them lose all their money. So the difference in the last question, how are you different? We don't lose any money. We don't lose any money. That's how we're different. So day traders lose money, and we don't. Day traders don't realize they lose money because they're not too smart to be a day trader. That's how they are. So, okay.
Excellent. It's great having all the participation today, and
great.
Time is flying by, and the markets are just continuing to go up and down.
Yeah,
they're starting to decline again a little bit.
But if you have any questions, go to the website, sign up for the free sessions. They're the exact same sessions. They're not special sessions. You're right there with everybody that's and you see what everybody else is doing, and you see our trades and what we do. And
that's www.micromomenttrading, all one word, .com.
Yeah.
And you can get all the information out there. You can send in questions and look and see when the next seminars are and those types of things. So hope you take a visit, but it's up to you. You have to take control of your own finances and trading in order to do it.
Okay. Well, all right. You ready to interrupt?
I'm ready because I want to get back to watching the charts and getting some more trading done.
Okay,
this is a great market.
We'll be here next Thursday. And again, if you want to try this out, you can do it free for I think at least 2 weeks.
Yep.
Okay.
Hope you have a great rest of the week. Take care. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.